Good evening, everyone. I'd ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Here.
Councilmember Litzo.
Here.
Councilmember Sears.
Here.
Councilmember Wirtz is absent. Councilmember Zimmer.
Here.
Councilmember Dewey is absent. Councilmember Gibbons.
Here.
Thank you. We'll go straight to public comments.
The public comments portion of the meeting is an opportunity for the city council to listen to comments from citizens. It is not a question and answer session, and the city council will not respond to comments or answer questions during this period. The mayor may refer any matter brought up to the city council to the chief administrative officer or city clerk if action is needed.
Thank you. We have anyone wishing to speak?
Mayor and council, there are no requests at this time.
Thank you, David. Then we'll move on to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
All right, we got a motion and a second. So Zimmer, any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion passes. We'll go to unfinished business bill 11008.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance of the City of Kirkwood, Missouri, authorizing the City of Kirkwood to participate in the Missouri Firefighters Critical Illness Trust and Pool, and further authorizing the mayor to execute such documents as may be necessary for the City of Kirkwood's participation therein.
Any questions or comments? Councilmember Litzo?
Other than I'm really grateful to see this, and I know this is really important to our firefighters because of all the professional hazard that they have encountering all the different kinds of hazardous materials that they might face dealing with fires. So thank you to everyone who was involved in making this happen.
Anything else? All right. Seeing nothing further, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Litzo.
Yes.
Councilmember Sears.
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer.
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Bill passes. We'll go to new business bill 11009.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance granting a special use permit for an amusement facility indoor at 117 West Argonne Drive, subject to certain conditions.
Is there a motion for approval?
So
Motion.
moved.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor of first reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Say no. Bill passes first reading. Bill 11010.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance appropriating $56,400 from the Park Improvement Fund balance to the Parks Building and Site Improvement Account, project number PR 2405, accepting the bid of Environmental Operations Incorporated in the amount not to exceed of $56,400, which includes a contingency of $15,000 for community center hazardous materials abatement, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
I've got a motion and a second. Are there any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, then all in favor of first reading, please say aye.
Aye.
I'll say no. Bill passes first reading. Bill 11011.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance appropriating $15,000 from the Park Improvement Fund balance to the Parks Building and Site Improvement Account, project number PR 2405, accepting the bid of Intertech PSI in the amount not to exceed of $15,000, which includes a contingency of $2,274 for community center material testing and special inspection, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Do we have any questions or comments? Councilmember Litzo?
Well, yes, let's see, it's like, well, you guys, most of you don't have pages, but it's towards the end of the PSI Intertech proposal, the schedule of services and fees. It says, unit prices are in effect for 6 months from the date of this proposal and are subject to change without notice. Do we expect that clause might come into effect, or is this going to be a 6-month kind of thing for their services?
This inspection is going to start virtually immediately and it
Okay.
should be complete within 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so that 6-month thing
Mhm.
or
It should hold.
longer than 6 months?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Anything else? All right, then all in favor of first reading, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Bill passes first reading. Bill 11012.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance appropriating $1,169,702 from the Park Improvement Fund balance to the Parks and Recreation Building and Site Improvement Account, project number PR 2405, and accepting the bid of Garland DBS Incorporated in the not to exceed amount of $1,169,702, which includes a contingency of $50,000 pursuant to Omnia Partners Cooperative Agreement for the Community Center roof replacement pending budgetary approval, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Gibbons.
Well, I was a little confused on the relationship between Navigate and Garland, and then between the 4 companies that were interviewed, and then what company they ended up using. Shea, Lakeside, person, whatever,
Mhm.
and by state. So I don't understand. I didn't understand who Garland is.
So Garland is a roofing general contractor who has subcontractors and within that bid. And Navigate is our owner's representative on this overall project. And they vet all of the bids through our procurement department. Our procurement department vets them with assistance from Navigate because they're our owner's representative. So this has gone through our entire process for meeting all the criteria of procurement.
So which one of those 4 is being used?
Well, this contract is with Garland. And Garland is the general contractor and they can sub in or out. But the ones identified in the bid are the 4 that you listed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're listed in the bid.
Okay, so they're not really reporting to us or contracting with us. They're,
No.
They could use any one of those
That is correct.
or others, but I assume it'd be one of those 4.
yeah, okay.
All right, anything else on this? All right. Seeing nothing further, all in favor of first reading, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Bill passes first reading. Resolution 134, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution amending the contract with Navigate Building Solutions by increasing the contract amount by $131,000 for a total not to exceed amount of $438,000 for owner's representative services for the community center renovations pending budgetary approval, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an amended contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
All right, yeah, Sears Zimmer on that one. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Zimmer.
Yeah, I would just say that, these bills and this resolution is the start of our community center renovations. I think it's pretty exciting that we're doing this and that we're going forward. And, we've heard a lot of comments from the public and it's finally starting to happen. So this is good news for Kirkwood.
Thank you. Anything else? All right, seeing nothing further, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin,
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes.
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 135, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution amending the contract with Christner Architects by increasing the contract amount by $81,100 for a total not to exceed amount of $758,690 for community center renovations pending budgetary approval, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an amended contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Lizzo?
Well, it just occurred to me, and maybe someone else might be interested too. And if I've heard that when this whole thing is actually going to launch, I apologize for my poor memory. But when do we expect that we'll actually see some physical activity over at the community center?
We can expect some physical activity in the next month or so with some of the abatement services that are getting underway and the environmental services that are getting underway. The overall construction is slated to begin in April.
Okay, 24. All
Mhm.
right, thank you.
Anything else? All right, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes,
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 136, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution accepting the proposal of United Construction ENT Company of St. Louis by accepting change order number 1 in the amount not to exceed of $8,032,239 for general construction services for the community center renovations pending budgetary approval and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
Motion.
Second.
Got a motion, a second. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Gibbons?
Well, I just wondered about, in the memo that I'm not sure what RTU is. I should know that probably. Replacement.
Rooftop unit.
Okay, thank you. I saw roof and I thought, why isn't that part of the roofing? Okay,
It
never
is.
mind.
It is.
All right, anything else? All right, see nothing. Roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
yes,
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 137, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution accepting the proposal of Midwest Pool Management for Kirkwood Aquatic Center Pool Management Services in the amount not to exceed $472,655 in management fees and maximum salary during the first term for an initial term of 12 months with the option to renew for up to 4 additional 12-month terms pending budgetary approval and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
so move.
Second?
Second.
All right. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin,
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes,
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 138, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution amending and readopting the City of Kirkwood city fee schedules.
Is there a motion for approval?
Motion.
second,
Motion a second. Any questions or comments? And seeing none, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin,
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
yes,
Councilmember Sears.
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 139, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution determining the intent of the City of Kirkwood, Missouri to reimburse itself for or to pay for certain capital expenditures within the proceeds of certificates of participation and amending an amendment to the municipal advisor agreement with WM Financial Strategies and an amended and restated proposal for special tax counsel services with Gilmore and Bell PC in connection with the delivery of the city's certificates of participation, City of Kirkwood, Missouri lessee, Series 2024.
Is there a motion for approval?
so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion, a second. Any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes,
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 140, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution accepting the proposal of Brown and Caldwell in the not to exceed amount of $375,000, which includes a contingency of $37,920 for design and construction services for the Park One pump station and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract.
Is there a motion for approval?
so move.
Is there a second? All right, got a motion, a second. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Gibbons?
I'm wondering when this would start, what will happen, with the water system, what effect will it have on our community and how long would it be down?
I don't have answers for all of those questions other than the first. And I can get the answers for the other two. We expect this to start within the next 2 to 3 months. And when we say start, that's the design portion of
Okay.
this project. The funding will come through the certificates of participation for the overall construction of the project, which could be, depending on the design work, 9 months hence.
Have we ever had a pump station completely redone before?
Yes, we did the Swan Pump
Swan.
Station recently.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say 2016 or so.
Is there any impact on service? I don't know. I wouldn't,
There really is not
I
an
wouldn't,
impact
I
on
wouldn't, I wouldn't
service.
think so.
They
Yeah.
do bypass work, they bypass the system, they put temporary pumps in. There's no real impact. But I mean, I can get you something more specific on that if you need that.
And just wondering about, fire, if there's, does it affect the ability to fight fires in any way?
I'd have to look into that, but I don't believe that it would.
Chris is shaking his head no, so,
No.
okay. All right, thank you. Anything else? All right, seeing nothing, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes.
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 141, 2023.
Mayor and Council, this is a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a lease of property agreement between the city of Kirkwood and Union Pacific Railroad Company for an initial term of 1 year in the amount of $250 with the option to renew annually in the amount of $500 per year.
Is there a motion for approval?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, got a motion, a second. Any questions or comments? Councilmember Lizzo?
Well, I'm thrilled to see this.
Mhm. And at
Um,
that price.
Well, yes, at that price, 250 for the first year and 500 for every year thereafter. So though times another 125 years, that gets into a lot of money. So I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm happy to see this so that the train station canopy reconstruction can move forward with the rest of the project. Very excited for the whole thing to happen. Thank you.
Very good. Anything else? Okay. All right, seeing nothing further, roll call, please.
Mayor Griffin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo,
Yes.
Councilmember Sears,
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibbons.
Yes.
Resolution passes. We have no consent agenda items. City council reports. Anything from anybody? Councilmember Gibbons.
A couple of things. I wanted to let you know what a great community partner Commerce Bank is. They had a flag raising last Friday on Veterans Day commemorating the moving of the flagpole. I thought there were some pictures. There they are.
Yeah, they are.
It was really a special, nice event. Mike Gibbons spoke about Pittman's Elementary School and the history in Kirkwood, that it was just truly a cosmic column. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, of every kind of person in society that you could ever think of that went to Pittman. There were kids that were from wealthy families and kids that were from very, very poor families, lived in shacks, literally down on Adams, at the corner of Adams and Geyer, down in that area. Black, white, I mean, it was just, and the graduates of Pittman School feel a real connection. It's interesting because the school's not even there, but they just have this really strong connection. And Commerce spent a lot of money removing that flagpole. And once they got it out and spent a full day on it, they realized they could not use that flagpole over again. So then what they did is they retrofitted the bottom of the flagpole that had the decorative bottom around the new flagpole, and then they put the plaque on there. So go by and see it sometime and just think about, it was a beautiful day, and I just commend Commerce for taking the time and money to do this. The second thing I wanted to mention is that there's a new art installation down at the K-PAC. There's a photographer that's there. There's also a painter, and the Frank Lloyd Wright House brought the display of their, it's not the original, it's replicas of their stained glass windows. And that's displayed there right in the window. So right where the light shines in. So yeah, go check it out.
Thank you. Councilmember Litz.
Well, I wanted to commend the members of Kirkwood Arts Commission and also the Kirkwood Arts Foundation that helped fund the event, but last Thursday was a very successful concert at K-PAC, sponsored by the commission and the foundation. They brought in Nicholas Rodriguez, who's a Broadway singer, wonderful storyteller, he really put a lot of energy into his show. The kids who performed from the choir, from the high school choir, were spectacular. The whole evening, I thought, was a huge success, and just want to commend all of them for putting that together and everyone who had played a part in that whole thing. I thought it was great.
Councilmember Sears.
And to continue on that, the next day he went to Kirkwood High School and had a session with the kids there, and stayed longer than he
Really?
was anticipated
know
to
that.
stay. Really worked with those kids. I heard they would do like a 2-minute song, and then he would
Like a master class kind of thing.
he
or
would give
something.
them, you did great, a
Mhm.
little bit of, here's something you could tweak, and then they do it again. And they did it like each kid 2 or 3 times, and really significantly improved from the first to the last. So it was really a good deal. And that's leads into just a general plug for our Performing Arts Center. It's, I've been there often. Well, I go every week for meeting, but the Tuesday morning I took my grandson there because I'm a big fan of bossa nova music, and there was a tribute to
Carlos Shobin.
Carlos Jobim, and it was fantastic. And it was a little nightclub kind of atmosphere, and in the black box, it was wonderful. Also, we were able to get the band War to appear. I went to that performance. It was fantastic. So, and including the one that Councilmember Lutzo just referred to. So I hope that people are paying attention. That Strauss series, there are so many of them
Mhm.
over such a broad range. This one happened to be bossa nova, but there's such a wide range of musicians that go to those that something is going to grab your attention, and you'll enjoy it. So I guess that's my my plug for the K-PAC and my comments for today.
Right. Chief Administrative Officer report,
I have nothing to report this time, Mayor.
City Attorney report. Nothing to report. City Clerk report.
Yes, Your Honor, I have the report of the November 15th, 2023 meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission. The following action was taken after a presentation by staff and the petitioner for a B5 final site plan amendment and a special use permit at 1147 South Kirkwood Road in the Kirkwood Crossing Shopping Center for 7 Brew, a drive-through coffee restaurant. A subcommittee was appointed. The subcommittee will meet on site at 9 a.m. on Monday, November 20th. And that's all I have.
Great. Thank you. Next meeting of the City Council is December 7th at 7 p.m. This meeting is adjourned.